a chilly morning here. I am in Mobile, Alabama, and taking a look at the weather, I just decided very last minute, very spontaneously, that we needed to get away. We needed to get away. I looked at a possible solution. I looked to see when this event was going to start, an event that I've been trying to get to for years. And the event starts in 2 days, January 8th. So I thought that it would be a challenge for myself. I put it into the GPS. The GPS says it is a day and maybe 2 or 3 hours. So that's 27 hours away, Quartzsite, Arizona. Okay, first impression is, wow. Who knew? Who knew that a gas station store would have, like, this is like TJ Maxx in here or something. It's crazy. It definitely feels like Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. Like this is where it's at. I'm creeped out and I'm glad that I'm here and it's daytime. Get myself situated. We made it. Hold on. I don't even know if this is a good camera angle. I don't know anything. I'm too frozen. It's 40 degrees. We made it to a rest area, and I wasn't gonna show you all, but I'm gonna show you now because I found a sign that I thought was worth sharing. So stand by. Said this 17 times already. Excuse my appearance. Every time I think I'm gonna stop and take a nap, well, you see me, and I think that it's the weather. Honestly, the weather's making me miserable, and it's giving me the push I need to just book it. I have been on the road since 5 o'clock this morning. It's about 6 o'clock at night. I was like, I'm not gonna say I was closing my eyes on the road. I was not, but I knew I wanted a nap. I felt I needed a nap. I got out, and Miss Rue wanted to take her sweet time doing her business. Meanwhile, I'm fighting with the weather. I am getting frostbite on my hands, or frostbite on my hands. I'm trying to watch for snakes. So I'm awake. I'm totally awake. And we'll see how far. I am about an hour and a half away from El Paso. So that's a lot of ground I covered today. So we'll see once I make it there how I'm feeling and if I'm gonna stay there overnight. And on another note, one more thing. Definitely, I found out the name because I didn't even know where I was. Pecos or Pacos, Texas. This is definitely where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre occurred and was filmed and all of that. Also, possibly the Hills Have Eyes movie, also around here. I swear. So, in case you all were wondering. Alright, over and out.
He inclined his head courteously, still grinning. Well, I might be in a position to gratify that.
pues sí, dame mi recibo. Good morning. Woke up. I can't even think properly. Woke up in 25-degree weather. Again, we're not insulated here, so yeah. Right on the border of Texas and New Mexico, and I tried to sleep in as much as I could because yesterday was a really long driving day. Also, GPS says I'm about 8 hours away, which will probably turn into like 10 or 11. It is so cold here that, you know how like you have your morning routine, your morning ritual? Mine is very much getting my coffee ready, just doing my little morning affirmations, trying to get zen. This weather is, I'm gonna go buy some coffee. I'm at Love's Travel Stop. I'm gonna go get some coffee, and that's how cold it is. So, all right.
Snowy linen in his arms and a hairbrush in one hand. The pile was...
I feel like a news reporter. Well, I hope you can see the snow that we managed to get caught in. I'm here at a rest stop. I'm going to show you the snow that I was so adamantly trying to avoid and couldn't. But I did rest. I made some coffee, and I scheduled Rue for her booster shots, which are also due today. So yeah, that's kind of all. With all of that in mind, I knew that I probably wouldn't make today's event, but yeah, let me show you this snow. Of snow will fall in this area.
It doesn't look like it's going to snow today.
Interesting.
Man, you ken it well. There was a sound of a light slap, as of a hand against a cheek. Their obedience is to the chieftain of the clan, and outside of which collecting money for the support of Prince Charles Edward Stuart, pretender to the throne, was definitely one. But in that case...
It's about 2:30. I made it to Tucson, Arizona. Rue, you can hear her. We are at a PetSmart. I have to take her to get her some boosters for some vaccines. And after that, I'm going to go back on the road. We're about 3.5-ish hours away from Quartzsite. And my body is aching. I am feeling it today. I slept more last night than I did the night before. But it's a struggle today. Even with my 2 things of coffee, my 2 cups or 2, a tumbler full of coffees, it's still, my body's aching. And of course the snow, I'm more alert. So I'm just overall exhausted. Yeah, after this, I'm going to just try to book it. She's such a good dog, y'all. I lucked out with her. It was a risk. She's adopted. She's a protective breed, so it's a huge risk not knowing where she came from or what her experience has been, but she is an awesome dog. Sit. Sit. Yes. Paw. Good girl. Yes. This is probably, again, excuse all of this, Lord Jesus. This is probably the last stop, though. The last gas stop, I should say, before I get there. So I'm excited. We are an hour and 45 minutes away from Quartzsite, Arizona. Good morning, everybody. This is kind of like giving like murder mystery sort of vibes. Yeah, I didn't want to turn my lights on because this is just, quite frankly, it's taking up too much energy. It's too cold and I can't. Anyways, a little bit of an update. I didn't make it to Quartzsite yesterday. When I stopped to get gas, I noticed that when I went to turn on my truck, it did something that it doesn't normally do. It almost didn't want to turn on, is the easiest way or best way I can say it. So I thought it was an oil change, so that that I needed. So luckily this was 7 p.m. last night, so I'm like, every place is closed. But luckily I found a place. They checked my oil levels and my oil is fine. So I need to go and I don't know if you can see the steam or whatever it's called. Anyway, so the oil is fine. I'm gonna check the battery though. AutoZone or O'Reilly's will check your battery for free. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on them to open and which is shortly, actually. I think it's like 6:45 right now. They open at 7. Then hopefully I'm hoping it's that, because if it's not that, then I don't know. I'm currently in, I think, Avondale, Arizona, so it's about an hour and 45 minutes away from Quartzsite. So it's another reason why I decided to just stay in the area, in case, you know, I didn't want to be traveling at night and I break down and all that good stuff. So I figured I might want to be around, you know, place where, you know, it's easily accessible and there's a lot of stores and shops should I need anything. So I'm here again, waiting on them to open. I need to go to Planet Fitness and take a shower and wash my hair, and I might also stop at the grocery store and then go finally, if it's a quick easy fix. If it's not a quick easy fix with my truck, then I'm really just out of luck for this event. Yesterday was the first day, today is the second day, and tomorrow is the last day. So, and then it's the regular rubber tramp rendezvous. So, but I wanted to catch the women's and connect with women in this community. So I'm hoping that I can still catch some of it, some part of it. Okay, it wasn't the battery, so I'm back to square one. The good news is that after a night's that my car rested, she seems to start fine, or at least better than yesterday. So maybe it was just that. Oops, and there goes the light. Although it's not the battery, which, you know, I'm thankful that I'm ruling out possibilities. And although it started with less difficulty this morning, I'm noticing that it still is struggling to start at times. I am feeling like $1,000,000. And firstly, I have to say, Arizona, you've been amazing. Like, the people are super nice. The Planet Fitness is playing bumping Spanish music for the first time, and I've been to plenty of Planet Fitnesses and across multiple states. And there's Ruth. She wants to go out and play. But so that's been great, and I love the views here so far. I am still an hour and 45-ish, which will turn into 2 hours easily, away from the event. And I feel myself getting emotional. I'm going to be vulnerable for a second, because I feel that although I didn't want to showcase this so early on in the channel, it's very real. I've had struggles, so you know, so far in this journey, which is to be expected, because I live in a van that's not, or a truck that's not converted, no insulation, things like that. But this is the first time that I feel like I just want to pack it up and go home and maybe figure out a way to live this lifestyle later, when I can get things, you know, I can get things to be more situated. And both you know, what I've shown on camera in this video and with things that have happened outside, you know, it's just been a lot recently, and I think it's just been all at once. That's kind of what's triggering all this, on top of my just exhaustion and wanting to get to this event, and just seeing the days pass by me. At least now, the event started yesterday. Today's day 2. There's only one more day. In hindsight, yes, I can still make it for tomorrow, but so many things have happened this week that it just keeps delaying me from getting to this event. And so with Rue, you know, dealing with a medical condition that I have no idea what the root cause is, but it's been ongoing for a month. Between that and the worry there, and just finding out that there's a good chance that I have mold growing, you know, in my house and in the back there. And maybe that's also what's flaring up Rue's skin. And to know that there's something wrong with the truck and me possibly not being able to afford whatever it might be. And I'm so far out from family, from just where I used to live, from resources that I know. This is the first time that I've felt like maybe it's a good time to go home, or to just make a new home in a new state, get a job, get the security, get the stability going once again, and fixing the truck, and then pursuing this lifestyle. Because it's been hard, and I think that what makes me more sad is knowing that there's the guilt that because I decided to take off in the way that I did, I had been, you know, wanting to do it for a long time, but just knowing that maybe I should have stayed working a little bit longer, because I'm not working now, to actually get the van fixed so that, you know, mold won't affect Rue. I'm more concerned with her. I feel guilty about her. And so, yeah, I feel for sure that maybe this event isn't worth it. Maybe I should just go back somehow, some way, and just call it on this lifestyle. That's kind of where I'm feeling. And so with the mold and with all of these things that keep coming up, I obviously have to search for a humidifier, and obviously tackling the mold. And I'm trying to find a dehumidifier, and I can't find one in person. I have to go get stuff to kill the mold, and then maybe I can go over to this event if I still feel like it, because at this point I feel like just throwing my hands up and just saying to hell with it all and leaving. So sorry to get on here and be all emotional, but I think the journey to this event has been just quite trying. Just everything is hitting me at